Welcome to the Positive Sports Podcast. I'll be your host this evening, Ed Montana. Today, we're watching Korean baseball opening day, and when you know it, 2020 being what 2020 is, it's raining. So, they're going to probably show us another game. I'm trying to get Alex on via Zoom on my other computer so that we can have him here as well. But looking forward to it. So just give me a minute and we will get this going. I just have to get another meeting going. Here's Alex. Hold on. Hey, buddy. We're live. What's up? I guess he didn't want to talk. Trying to get this going. Hold on. The Samsung Lions and the NC Dinos looks like they're going to be in a rain delay. You know, there are a lot of people wearing masks. Their dugouts look pretty normal. So I'm trying to get a link going here, and it's not working. Of course it's not working. Hold on just a second. It's almost there. Oh, they're taking the tarp off the field, so it looks like something's going on. Let's see what we got. Well, 2020 is treating us with another kink in our plans. Nothing's going to go smoothly this year, guys. That's just the way it's going to be, right? It's just always going to be something. It's always going to be something. So let me see. Trying to get this over to my brother. I think. Let's see. So a lot of it is pretty comparable. They're more of a singles and doubles type of team than they are long ball over in Korea. They score a little bit more than we do, but it's all roughly the same. It's not terribly different in that regard. The pitching is probably, from everything that I've read, it's pretty much not as the quality is not as good. So that's just kind of the way it goes, right? Let me see. Yeah. So they're taking the tarp off, and it looks like we may get some baseball between the Samsung Lions and the NC Dynamos. but it's obviously in a bit of a delay. The game itself, like I said, from reading up a little bit, um, from reading up a little bit on Korean baseball, the quality is not as good. It's hold on. Someone's trying to join our meeting. I hope this is Alex. Just as Alex, you there? Well, we'll see. The quality not as good, but all right. Let's see. I think we got Alex on now via Zoom. Alex, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can't see you, but I can hear you. How's it going, my friend? There you are.
I'm ready for some KBO.
Yeah, wouldn't you know it? 2020, we got a rain delay.
What? They have rain delays in Korean baseball?
Yeah, apparently they do. Apparently it rains over there, and the game they decided is an outdoor game. So I was just telling people we're on live on YouTube. There are there are some differences. The quality is not as good, I think, from what I've seen. The quality of baseball is not as good. They don't hit as many home runs, but when they do, the bat flips are awesome. They don't hit as many home runs, more of a singles and doubles type of atmosphere. And the pitching is not as overpowering either. So you see more balls in play. There's less strikeouts. It's a slightly different game in that regard. But can't wait to see it.
All I know is the Kiwoon Heroes are considered on-field rebels.
Yeah, I saw that.
I have no idea what that means.
Well, there's a couple that are, there's a team that's involved in some lawsuits as well. Kind of makes them like the Raiders of the KBO. Go figure, right? This is terrible, right? We finally get some baseball, and it's in a freaking rain delay. How ridiculous is that? And we got some people. Who is the best player on the Doosan Bears and the LG Twins? Let's see. The Bears had Josh Lindom last year, right? But he's gone. Right? Lindblom, I'm sorry. So let me the Bears. I'm not going to respond. The Bears had the MVP last year, Josh Lindblom, but he signed with the Brewers, so he's not there anymore. The LG Twins, they've got Casey Kelly and Tyler Wilson, who are two American pitchers that apparently are very good. So we'll see. We'll see how that shakes out for them. What else you got on Korean baseball, Alex? Huh?
I'm on. It's just letting you know it's super delayed.
Go figure. Yeah. Hey, what are the odds for the Samsung Lions and the NC Dinos? Do you know?
Give me a second. Let me pull it up real quick.
I know you were looking at the odds yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. I put a few bets in on the game today. I bet.
And you call me the degenerate.
Hey, at least I'm watching the game, right? So it's for my own
Dinos
good here.
are favorites at 165.
Who?
The Lions are dogs at 120.
Oh, that's tonight. I was talking about for the season.
Playing tonight, no?
Hmm. The Dinos are a little bit.
I have no idea.
The Dinos are favorite. The Dinos are plus 550 to win it all. The Lions are plus 1,000. So not bad. Not bad odds for either
I'm
team.
ready for the freaking game to start.
Huh? What was that?
I said I'm ready for the game to start.
Yeah, me too. I can't deal with this anymore. I can't wait anymore. We got someone on the feed we've got someone on the live chat that is sending messages and then retracting them. That can't be good. I want to say something. I don't want to say something. I want to say something. I don't want to say something.
Just say it.
Just say it. Just say it. That's what I say. Just say it.
Where's everybody from?
I don't know. Yeah, go ahead and drop in where you're watching this from. As you know, we're in Katy, Texas, just outside of Houston. Ready to watch some baseball. The teams are on the field. Looks like the Lions are on the field. The Lions? No, the Dinos look like that. No, they're still stretching. They just took the tarp off a couple minutes ago. I'm guessing probably another 5 minutes before we kick this thing off. Yeah, I don't see any lines either. That's a problem. I don't see any lines and I don't see any bases. So,
Well, there you go. The ground crew's working it. They're working the dirt.
yeah. So we'll see. Hey,
plays for the Milwaukee Brewers right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you know what we didn't talk about earlier, Alex, is we didn't talk about Don Shula and the passing of Don Shula today at 90 years old. Really one of the greatest coaches. The guy won 328 regular season games, right? Over 33 years. So he averaged 10 wins a year. But remember, half of his career was when there was a 14-game season, which, 10 wins in a 14-game season was something else. So that guy for 33 years averaged 10 wins a season. Isn't that something?
Crazy stat on Don Shula. He only had 2 losing seasons out of the 33.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Look.
And to top it off with the perfect season, right?
Right. He's the only coach to have had a perfect season. Just an amazing coaching pedigree. You really don't realize it until you kind of sit down and say it out loud. 10 win season, averaging 10 win seasons for 33 years. Belichick, who is, by all standards, the greatest coach ever, right? 300 wins. He's still got another 24 to go, I think. So it could take him another 2 years to tie Don Shula. It's just amazing. Just absolutely incredible. Very sad for the Miami organization and really NFL fans in general. But 90 years old, lived a good life, right?
So I guess they're broadcasting ESPN from their house.
Yeah. Although, have you seen any highlights of Korean baseball? Like with the Korean announcers? It's pretty good. They get pretty excited.
No, I haven't, and I probably wouldn't understand a word they say.
Oh, no, I didn't understand a word of it either, but they were super excited at one point.
They
something about a guy screaming in a different language that
Netflix
makes it
will do
like
that to you.
all the better. What?
I said Netflix will do that to you.
Yeah. I wonder what it's like for these guys, right? That used to play over there and now they're over here, and I'm sure they're I'm sure they're happy to be here, right? But like they're seeing their buddies playing and they're still sitting at home, watching paint dry. That can't be fun. I wonder if they do a national anthem before the game or look, the Lions are in a huddle now. They don't look 6 feet apart. They all look pretty close. No masks. The players, that is.
Actually, one guy's wearing a mask or a chin strap.
Yeah, they look like normal baseball players. Yeah. I wonder if advertisers are going to jump in and try to like buy more advertising space, like in the stands, right? Since you don't have fans. I don't know. I like reading the ticker. Odell Beckham Jr. 2020 to be one of my best seasons. Well, it can't get any worse. He hadn't done much in recent years, right? But thanks for playing.
They all say around this time of the year.
Yeah, there's nothing else to talk about. The Dinos led the league in home runs last year. The Lions had their best hitter come back to the U.S., so that's not good. Not good for them. Are there any?
Yeah, Jeff Kassan has a pretty good article on ESPN, power rankings and all. It's pretty good.
I saw that. So three of the games are in the. There's 5 games going on. 2 of them are delayed by rain, apparently. The other 3 games are on right now. They're in the top of the second, but all 3 of them, no runs, no hits. Dude,
is one of them my team?
Dude, these bat flips are insane. Look at these highlights. These are great. These guys would last 2 minutes in the MLB. I think pitchers might hit them on the way around the bases with one of these crazy bat flips. I love it. I can't.
So did you see how it works? They got a league-wide DH.
Yeah.
And the pitchers pitch if they need them to.
What? What'd you say?
The pitchers, they pitch if the team needs them to pitch.
The pitchers pitch?
Pitchers hit if they need them to.
Oh, I see. Interesting. Oh, we have our first run of the year.
After 1 inning, my team.
The Hanwha Eagles are up 1-0.
Those are a no-hitter.
Your Kiwoom Heroes are 0-0. My Latte Giants are in a delay. So Jay's rooting for the Eagles, I guess. They're up 1-0.
Yeah, we appointed them the Eagles.
That's right. They're up 1-0. Look at that. Let's see. Let's see who people are rooting for this year. We picked a team to make it interesting amongst us. Let's see what everyone out there is rooting for. Wait 10 minutes. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna wait 10 more minutes. This is terrible. This is really taking the wind out of my sails. I was all excited for baseball, and they got me in a rain delay. You mean to tell me they couldn't switch over to another game? Couldn't they have like a KBO live look in to another game? Right? How could they not have another game ready on cue, ready to go?
All right, I can't hear you.
So you got to listen. Go figure. This is great. You know, my son had practice earlier today, so it feels like baseball, baseball, baseball. I love it. More rain. So, Alex, what do you think? You think people are going to get into this whole Korean baseball thing, or you think having the games in the middle of the night are going to cause people to not watch it? Alex, you there? I can hear you, but you apparently can't hear me. Oh, well. It is what it is, man. Can't believe we're sitting in a rain delay. These names are going to be a problem too. You're not going to say any names fast, that's for sure. You can't hear me? Hey, you got a sound problem on your end. Hey, look at your phone. Woohoo! Look at your phone. Ah, man. Wouldn't you know it? Ah, we got someone. We got someone from Korea. They're repping the Kia Tigers. Outstanding. I would pronounce your name if I knew how to say it, but I don't. It's a very interesting name you got there. Go figure. Let's see. Huh. Can you hear me now? Nope. He still can't hear me.
Not.
Huh? What? You saying anything, bro?
Okay, I can hear you on the YouTube, but I can't hear you on the Zoom.
Well, that's fine. I'm on YouTube. I'm live. do you think about that?
Yeah, it's like a huge delay.
I'll tell you what, this is terrible the way this has started. No no baseball just yet. All they're doing is talking to Eric Thames. Boring. Go figure.
All right, let's check the scoreboard.
Back to the scoreboard. Hold on. Let's see. Hey, the Heroes
All
are up.
zeros.
The Heroes are up 1-0. The Eagles are up 1-0. Very exciting. Both games in the second inning. So can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Is it on a big
It's
delay?
just like a 5-second delay after I actually say something.
I'm sorry, what?
There's like a 5-second delay after I say something.
Oh, well. C'est la vie. And you got these players now. You got athletes around the world that are breaking the confinement rules. Soccer players over in Europe, some tennis players. People are ready to get going. They're tired of waiting. Imagine that. This Eric Thames guy's got quite the beard. Look at that. I wish I had a beard that long.
You think he doesn't dye that?
It's down to here. Can you imagine? So, hey, I went through the major league teams, and I actually grouped the teams, like making my own divisions, right? So, like out west, you could put the Mariners, the Giants, the A's, the Dodgers, Angels, and Padres together, and then in the middle of the country, you can put the Diamondbacks, the Rockies, Royals, Rangers, Astros, and Cardinals. In the Northeast, you could put the Red Sox, Yankees, Mets, Phillies. The other one that's kind of in the middle of the country, kind of a bit of a hodgepodge, right, is the Blue Jays, Pirates, Reds, Braves, D-Rays, and Marlins. I guess they're not the D-Rays anymore. But I've got a way to do it. 5 locations. I'm telling you, that's all you need.
You'll have to, maybe you can vouch to get on the committee and, make a damn decision already.
I mean, it's like we said earlier, right? They've got to look at every possible way of doing it, and they've got to look at stuff that they normally would never even think of doing, right? So they've just got to look to do things differently, because it's all going to be weird, and this is not going to be a normal year. All right, it looks like we got people coming up. So what's this sign? All these Koreans have this sign. What is this? For those of you watching at home. Looks like we're going to have baseball in about 10 minutes, but I don't know. What a terrible start to the KBO season. a rain delay.
Now the Chinese league has started, right?
Yeah. Yes. Taiwan. Taiwan has started.
So how come we didn't make a big deal about that when it started? Is it because they're not streaming?
Yeah, they all walk around with scouting memos in their pockets. That's interesting. You saw in the College World Series last year, the Michigan players had quite a bit of scouting in their on their wristbands, scouting information. Getting to the postseason is a big deal for the KBO because if you're first, you're automatically in the world, like in their version of the World Series. Isn't that something? We're about to get there's starting lineups. There we go. Minwoo Park leads off. He is quite the hitter. Look at that. And the guys are out on the field. Finally, we got warm-ups going. This is great. I'm loving this. Finally, some baseball. Finally, baseball. There's the first pitch of the game. Finally, here we go. J.H. Bach with a ball. Minwoo Park up at the plate. Finally, we're getting baseball. Yeah, look at that. Whoa, nice catch by the right fielder. So, Korean baseball is here. Finally. It's taken long enough, but and the first play is a nice catch by the right fielder. Look at that. That's a good way to start the season, right? That's a good omen. When you got a whole season ahead of you, start off with something good. I love it. I love it. I wonder who's in charge of the graphics, right? Is it the US or is it Korea? Oh, look at this. The right fielder getting all the action. Another fly ball to right. Well, it looks real. It's as real as we're going to get for a while because we're not going to get Major League Baseball forever. What am I drinking? Water. Water. That's it. Just some plain Jane water in my trusty mug that I always have on the show. That's the way it goes. The umpires are wearing masks and gloves. Doesn't preclude them from calling balls and strikes, so that makes complete sense to me. That's normal, right? Like I don't see any big deal there. And I don't see anyone in the field wearing a mask. The batter's not wearing a mask. So the players, I don't think, are wearing masks, except for the catcher, of course. But, that's kind of the way it's always been. Look, I'm sure there's going to be stuff that looks funny, looks different, feels different, but at the same time, we got to have baseball. We got to have something, right? Yeah, I want to see the dugouts too. They do have ball boys. We were wondering about that earlier, right? We were talking earlier on the podcast about whether they're going to have ball boys and whatnot, but they have someone down the right field line. This guy almost took out his own first base coach. Ouch. That was close. That's more dangerous than the corona right there. Almost took one off the shin. I just got a small glimpse of the dugout, and it looks like they were spread out. You saw some more masks in there. No, you see the other dugout in the background. The Lions players who are not in the game, they're leaning over the railing just like they do here, and they're all standing side by side. A lot of this stuff is just going to be, these guys are healthy and they're being tested constantly. The one interesting thing about the Korean League, they said that if they come up with a positive case, they're going to shut down for 3 weeks, which that's pretty gutsy. If you come up with one positive test, if you have one positive test, you shut everyone down for 3 weeks. I mean, that puts a real damper on the season. Not that would be the most important thing, but that you have that contingency plan is kind of a little scary, right? Because you're like, all of a sudden you're willing to shut everything down. Looking in the Dinos bench, it looks pretty normal as well. They've got guys warming up in foul territory. You don't see that here. Base hit. There's our first hit of the game from the 3-hole hitter on the Dinos. He fought through that at bat too. Fouled some pitches off. Yeah, they've got a camera guy. He's all messed up. Hey, look at this. We got someone from Colombia. Alejandro, how you doing, my friend? So do you get a lot of Korean baseball down in Colombia? That seems weird to me. But I guess, here we are. We're watching Korean baseball, so makes no difference, right? Baseball is baseball at this point. This guy, Yuji Yang, has more body armor on than he does. How's this guy move? He looks like a robot of some sort. He's barely holding the bat, it looks like. Interesting. Well, he's got all that body armor because he's standing on top of the plate. I mean, he is about as close to the plate as you could possibly be. And I'm telling you, he's barely holding on to that bat. That's crazy. Alejandro, who's your favorite team in the Korean Baseball League? Let me know. Let me know who you're rooting for. I mean, this is insane. Now, this guy hit 354 last year. I mean, he is just on. I can't get over how close to the plate he is. His hands are actually over home plate. Well, doesn't matter because he struck out. Look at that. It all looks pretty normal to me. The Kia Tigers, we had someone earlier talking about they were Kia Tigers fans. They've won 11 titles. They're the most successful team. The Samsung Lions are second with 8, but it's been a while since they won a championship. The Giants, my team, have 2 titles. The Heroes have none, Alex, in case you're in case you're wondering. The other games are moving along. Look at this. The Eagles Wyverns game is in the 4th inning already, and it's 1-0. So look at that. They've got advertising on the helmets. I mean, that's crazy. They're taking the advertising thing too far. Well, actually, hold on. I take that back because it's the Samsung Lions that have that, an advertisement for the Galaxy on their helmets. I guess that's like the name of the team. So the team wants to put their product on there, they can. No fans. Looks like a nice stadium. The Samsung Lions Stadium looks beautiful. I don't know how many people they fit in there. It looks like a good 30, 40,000. I mean, it's a nice facility, looks like. But doesn't matter how many you can fit in there now. It's got 0 fans. Go figure. So now the NC Dinos have an American pitcher. Kinski, I think is his name. So this first guy for the Lions is swinging out of his shoes. He means it. All these different batting stances. Another guy with his hands out in front of him. Looks like he's over the plate. That should be interesting. Pitches from the stretch, not the windup. Yeah, interesting. 1 away here in the first. I love it, man. It looks and feels like real baseball. Just a matter of the fact that no one has any names that we recognize. So, oh well. Jawook Koo. I'll tell you what, this is quite the challenge for announcers. It's not going to be easy for them, but whatever. There's no noise. It is quiet as can be in there. Another nice catch. Oh, great. And now I'm having a weekly test. Messages from Comcast. So much for the game, folks, at least for me. I'm not getting the game because Comcast is running some tests, which I don't understand because I don't have Comcast. I've got Xfinity. But somehow these messages from Comcast are going through my screen. Hey, by the way, it is officially, at least in parts of this country, the Central Time Zone, the Eastern Time Zone, it is Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo, folks. Oh, good. The game's back. Looks like it's going to be a quiet first inning, as Rukinski here is already got an 0-2 count on the Samsung Lions third batter. Throwing pretty hard, 86 miles an hour on a breaking pitch. That's pretty good. That's almost major league quality stuff. .91 on the fastball and a base hit. There we go. Yeah, there's not that many masks in the dugout, and the players here are standing at first base, not really too concerned. I mean, you see some masks, but not very many. Oh, we got someone from Korea telling us the best team in Korea are the Doosan Bears. They won last year. Did they win last year? Yeah, they did, right? Are they the defending champs? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the Bears. They lost their the league MVP, Josh Lindblom, who signed with the Brewers, and he was a really great player. He had a great season last year, so that's going to be something they're going to have to replace that this year somehow. Not easy when you think about, you got a pitcher that wins the MVP. I mean, that's a heck of an accomplishment, right? So how you replace those numbers, I don't know. That's not going to be easy. But I mean, he led in most categories last year. He had 20 wins. He pitched 194 innings. That's tough. That's really tough. Struck out 189, had a whip of 1.0. Hey, look, Tom, I'm not doubting that Doosan is going to be good this year, but it's going to be tough to replace that. They lost a couple of other key pieces from that team last year. That's not going to be easy. Now, another thing I've noticed is on strikeouts, they're throwing down to first. Now, both strikeouts that we've seen were third out strikeouts. So I don't know if that's just the way they do it on a third out, but we shall see. The masks are totally optional for the players. In fact, most of them are not wearing masks. The playoff setup is interesting. Alex is bringing up the playoff setup. Yeah, so there's 10 teams. Half the league makes the playoffs. 1 through 5 makes the playoff. The number 1 seed gets a bye all the way to the championship series, which is a 7-game series. 4 plays 5 in a best of 3. It's a best of 3, but the number 4 team the series starts 1-0 for the number 4 team. So, they've got a big advantage. And then the next 2 series are best of 5. So the winner of 4-5 plays against 3. The winner of that series plays against 2. And then the winner of that series goes on to play against the number 1 seed in a 7-game series. I mean, it's realistically, really, it's only 1 through 3 that have a shot, because think about it. 4 and 5. Well, 5's got to win 2 games in a row, first of all, just to get out of the first round. So that's not easy. Then they go to the next round. They got to win a best of 5, and then another best of 5. So pitching starts to get thin at that point. I mean, that's an awful lot of pitching. And really, for the 4 seed, it's the same thing, right? They got to win that 1 short series, but then they got to win 2 more best of 5s. The 3 seed, they've got it tough. They've got to win 2 best of 5s as well before they can play for the championship. Really, it's only the 1 and 2 seed I think that really have a shot. Otherwise, that's a tough road. Sockman Park. Interesting stuff. I wonder what the NC stands for on the NC Dinos. I don't recall seeing that anywhere. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Now, the NC Dinos are new, right? Relatively new. They started in 2013 in the league. So they're kind of I wouldn't say expansion team because, no, I don't think it stands for North Carolina, Alex. I don't think they have a North Carolina in Korea. You think Jordan's rooting for the NC Dinos? I mean, right? Just on name. Oh, that was filthy. That guy got worked over. It's interesting to see the equipment and how it's different, right? The catcher's mask's pretty. The catcher's the catcher's chest protector looks pretty different. I like this. I absolutely love this baseball being back. Okay, here you go. It's because their ownership is NC Soft, which is a video game developer. I don't know any of the games, but then again, I'm not a video game guy. So they're owned by a software company. I wonder if they have like Xbox in the locker rooms. Does everyone get a Samsung phone on the Samsung Lions? I mean, people want to know. Tell us all about this. Right? Like, can we get some answers? Can we get some answers from the Korean baseball teams? You know, on opening day, you always get the aces. Oh, the Twins have exploded for 3 runs in the last 2 innings. They're up 3-0. Look at that. My Lottie Giants are still in a rain delay. That's a bummer. The Eagles are up 1-0 in the 5th. The Kiwoom Heroes are up 1-0 in the 3rd. So yeah, they're all sitting on the Dinos bench. Here's a view of the Dinos. They're all sitting side by side, arms crossed. Yeah, social distancing. Not a big deal in the dugout. Another strikeout is over. Look at that. That's what we need. That's what I need. I need some hot dogs. A hot dog and some peanuts. That's what I'm talking about. I could use some food. I'm going to have to take a break here at some point and run and go eat something because I'm always hungry. If I'm awake, I'm hungry. It's kind of the way I'm wired. And a beer, yeah, that's not a bad way to go either. I don't have any beer in the house. That's the only problem. I should, but I don't. So, for all you people out there, anybody take a nap before this, or you just go straight through? I took a little cat nap. I'm not gonna lie. Slept for like an hour after dinner. I was watching some TV, some boring show on TV. Took a little cat nap. It's funny. The older you get, the more valuable these cat naps become. Because, well, maybe because you're older. I don't know. I'm willing to bet ESPN gets good ratings on this Korean baseball thing. The rain delay probably didn't help. But for a midnight showing, let's see. So here's the schedule. We get the Doosan Bears tomorrow against the Twins. We get the third game of this Dinos Lions series. Then we get into the weekend. You get the Twins and the Dinos Saturday and Sunday. You get the Tigers and the Lions on Friday morning. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to watch a lot of this stuff because I'm crazy. Tomorrow at 4:30 in the morning, my time, it starts. I love it. I love it. The C flap is very popular over there. It seems like all of them have it on their helmets. I remember the days when batters wore helmets with no ear flaps, let alone a C flap. Is the C flap even necessary? Like, seriously, if you can't get your face out of the way of a pitch coming at you, should you even be playing? I mean, if the ball's coming to my face, I'm getting out of the way. Now, I understand you protect your head, right? Because that could be really serious if you take it off the dome. But surely you can get your face and your chin out of the way. These batters look completely overpowered by these pitchers. They're not throwing crazy hard, but they seem completely fooled. Especially this Rakinski guy. He seems to be keeping him pretty off balance. 93-mile-an-hour fastball. Just a bit outside. A walk. Oh, Alex, you'll be happy to know your heroes just put up another 2-spot in the third inning. So, look at that. They are now up 3-0. The Twins are up 3-0 on the Bears. And the Eagles are up 1-0 on Wyverns. I like this Rakinski kid, man. Everything's around the zone, throws pretty hard. His fastball's moving. Got a 2-seamer there that's breaking in on the righties. I like it. Looking pretty good. Now, we've seen a couple of guys get on base. I haven't seen much of a desire to steal. He fouled that off his back foot? Huh. That's kind of weird. Dong should hit a ding dong. The donger. He's pitching him pretty hard inside. It's not he's fouling it off, but man, that's gonna hurt. Takes another one off the shin. That looks like a split finger fastball coming. Look at that. Is he gonna change the grip on that or what? No, that looks like the grip. Interesting. This Rukinski guy's a big kid. Jeez. The Lions look completely baffled by Rukinski at this point. That's a nice pitch. A nice slider away. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, look. Drew Rukinski. He let's see. He was with the Dinos last year. He's back with them this year. Alex is excited that his heroes are up 4-0. It's weird when you say it that way. You make it sound like American heroes. The team, the heroes. Dude, this Rukinski guy is having a field day with this lineup. He is working that outside corner like nobody's business. "31-year-old pitcher from Wisconsin. Looking good, man. He looks really good today. He's on a few teams in the MLB. Played for Ohio State. Interesting stuff. This guy's gonna strike out. He's got that tippy toe stance. Yeah. This Rukinski guy is means business. Look at that. They're showing you scores from around the league. Opening day. This is great. This feels like it should. Feels like baseball. My Lati Giants came in dead last year. It's going to be the comeback. 39 games out last year. This is going to be the comeback. I'm pretty sure they're going to make the playoffs. Pretty easy inning aside from the walk for Rukinski. Rukinski looks really good. Fastball in the low 90s and really locating his pitches well today. And that Samsung lineup looks like he's got nothing for him. So we'll see. I mean, a lot of guys look good first time through the lineup. Let's see how he looks the second and third time through the lineup. But right now we're through 2 innings scoreless. This is probably not what ESPN wanted, right? A scoreless game. Good stuff, man. I know it looks weird. Everything's in Korean and whatnot, but I am happy baseball is back in some form or fashion. It's real baseball. It gives us something to watch. So now we're gonna get all the we're gonna get all the Korean players in the MLB. Chan Ho Park, Ryu on the Dodgers. Another guy with a C flap. Damn. That shortstop just fired a ball over to first. I'm loving this. I know I've said that before, but I can't help it, man. J.H. Bach here, back however you want to say it, not as dominant as Rukinski on the other side, but he's still keeping this Dinos lineup off balance. He's more willing to work his stuff inside than outside. So, yeah, he's working the inside hard, which, I like it. Another strikeout. So earlier, you heard me say one of the differences between Korean baseball and the MLB, the pitchers are not overpowering. Of course, they make a liar out of me here in the first 3 innings. Both of these pitchers are multiple strikeouts. This kid is dealing, baby. Absolutely dealing. They're showing other games. I'm willing to bet that on YouTube you can find the other games as well. I'm willing to bet. Oh, 1, 2, 3 inning. Second baseman's got a yellow glove. What is that? And this game is just moving along. And the Bears finally get on the board. They're down 3-1 in the 4th. Do they even really need commercials for the Last Dance documentary? We talked about this on the podcast. I am watching everything. Related to this Last Dance. I love this stuff. This is the best. Now I realize it's part of the reason I like it so much is because I'm starved for baseball, but still, it's good. I mean, it's good, period. And it helps that it covers the most iconic basketball player of our time. That helps. The subject matter helps. It looks like my latte giants are not going to get off the ground today, as they are still in a delay. That's a bummer. Well, at least they're not going to lose their first game of the season. Not today, anyway. But it's in a serious delay at this point. It's weird to see the stadium completely empty. And they've got that banner right in the middle that's got nothing. Sung-Yu Lee, 256 hitter. Not very many at bats. I'll tell you what, these Korean players, they love their body armor because they're all wearing it on their shins, their elbows. And the other thing, they swing for the fences, man. I mean, every swing is just all out. I like Rakinski here. Rakinski's doing something nice. Now, I don't have the sound on in here. I do have the closed captioning because we'd get in trouble if we had the sound on. But, like, what are they talking about? They don't know any of these players. Nice play by the third baseman there. Look at that. Now, they're floating this idea around that they would start the games, MLB I'm talking about now, on July 1st. I just can't imagine. I can't imagine that places like New York and San Francisco and Seattle, I just can't imagine that places like that are going to be ready to go. Detroit, I, they're not going to be ready. I don't know. I mean, I realize that July 1st is still quite a ways away, right? It's almost 2 full months away, but man, I don't know how that's going to work. I just don't know how those places are going to do. And I mean, you can have all this planning in place, but the idea that you're going to start the season on July 1 and everyone's going to play in their home ballpark just seems far fetched to me. I mean, it just seems like, I don't know. That seems a bit aggressive. Another walk. Walks are the death of pitchers. You know? Let me try the Zoom meeting again, see if we can't get Alex on here. So you have someone else to listen to other than me. Trying to help you guys out here. Because you don't want to listen to me the whole time. Plus, for some reason, people like Alex. I don't get the same love. I don't know why. I wonder if it's the beard. Let's see. Let's see if Alex joins us again. I know he's watching the game. But let's see if we can get him on here. Rakinski's doing a great job keeping him off balance. We're going through the lineup again, and he really seems to be keeping him off balance. You've got this Saladino guy hitting, and he's apparently one of their better hitters, but he seems to be just not able to catch up with it, not able to figure it out at this point. And it looks like they got like a little rosin dispenser on the back of the mound. You know how the MLB, they usually got a rosin bag? They have a little dispenser back there, looks like. It looks like a little square that's in the ground. How cool is that? And the mound doesn't look as high as a normal MLB mound. Now that could just be optics as well. But yeah, it just doesn't look like much. Saladino's got the best hair out of anyone we've seen so far. For what that's worth. Another walk. He had 2 outs, man off first and second, so he's not in a real serious situation. But he's still got a problem, right? Walks would be the death of pitchers. You know, there's a pitcher out there right now that's hoping that they change to 5 balls to get a walk. Walks are the death. They called the high strike. There we go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine, brother. You can't hear me?
I can't hear you.
Your hearing sucks. Can you hear me through YouTube? Huh, interesting. First and second here in the third inning with 2 out. We got a situation. Now, see, this is what I was talking about earlier is when you get them going through the lineup the second time, it gets a little more difficult. Pitchers have now, the batting off of your garbage a little more. Oh. Can't believe you didn't get that call. I mean, I guess he thought it was outside because that was right there. Go figure. Not a lot. Hey, the Latte Giants have finally kicked off. Oh, shit. Oh, he popped it up. There we go. And we're still scoreless through 3. We're not going to get a whole lot of runs here, looks like.
All right. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you perfectly.
Okay. All right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, the delay is throwing me off big time.
Don't delay. So what do you think about this so far? What do you think about this Korean baseball so far?
So far, this game has been boring.
The pitchers have dominated, right? It's been all pitching.
Yeah, like you mentioned earlier, though, I'm pretty sure this is not what. I don't know if it's not what ESPN wanted or not, but I'm sure for ratings' sake, it's not doing well.
Well, and starting off with a rain delay wasn't the best thing either, right?
And the fact that the game started at 1:00 in the morning doesn't help either.
Yeah. Well, c'est la vie, man. It is what it is. Oh, look at this. Tyler Saladino. This guy with the long hair, he's got to be the man over there.
The Kiwoom Heroes are playing outstanding baseball, pitching a 2-hitter.
There's your pick, man. Your pick is going places.
Yeah, I don't think we can see any other games. Like, there's no streaming available.
Oh, really? Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, if you notice the schedule, they've got the same teams over and over again. So I wonder if they don't have a deal with some of the teams, but not all of them. These pitchers are just mowing them down today.
Heroes have not one game this week.
Who?
The Heroes. They're not showing them not one time this week.
That's what I'm saying. I think they have deals with certain teams, right? So like they're showing the Dinos. Here, hold on. I looked at it earlier. Is that a home run or is that foul? Home run. The Dinos get on the board, baby. Here we go. Are we going to see? I didn't see a bat flip. It caught me off guard.
He didn't bat flip.
Huh? I want to see what the celebration.
He didn't bat flip.
Oh, the little elbow bump. Fist bump, pat on the back, fist bump, fist bump, fist bumps, fist bumps. No high fives, but fist bumps all the way. Well, there's a guy who's doing the high five. And our first replay. Yay! That's how you know sports is back. Replay. Looks like he hit it over the foul pole.
That looks like a short foul pole.
Yeah. I mean, he hit that way over the foul pole.
If that was a major league foul pole, that would have hit the foul pole.
I think so. It sure felt that way. They're going to be talking about this one for a while. Because I'm sure it's not easy to see. So, Dinos and Lions, Bears and Twins, Dinos and Lions. So, it looks like they have deals with the Twins, the Dinos, and the Lions. Because the Kia Tigers are the most popular team over there. And they're only on once, and it's when they're playing the Lions this week. So, they must not have a deal with every team. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yep, could be. Could be.
Like, how short is this foul pole?
And if
Home
you're
run.
looking at the same, if they're looking at the same camera angle that we're at, and it's hard to tell if it went over fair.
Yeah. Hey, you know, they're doing fist bumps, but there are guys that are doing. They were doing fist bumps mostly, but there are guys that were doing high fives.
This is very poor social distancing practice.
All right. Is he going to get two out of this? Oh, bad throw. All right, he's gotten hit hard now, twice. Is he only good for 40 pitches? What the hell? It's amazing how much easier or how much better batters get against pitchers the second time around. Some of these swings these guys take are funny. You know, spinning around on a swing.
They're definitely swinging for the fences, bro.
Yeah, they mean business. Those seats on the right field line are nice. Like if you're like field level, those are perfect. And you got to pay attention, right? Or you're going to catch a baseball in the teeth, but he doesn't even know if it's gone. He's like, oh, it's going. Huh?
The ones that are colored teal? Are those
Yeah.
seats you're talking about?
Yeah, the ones that kind of face home plate right down the right field line.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. Woman women's flag football to be a sport. First season in 2022.
Women's flag football. I'm in. I'll watch it.
Yeah, it just popped up on the ticker.
Sign me up, man.
Depends what they're wearing.
Oh, you know they're going to be in some like bikinis. It's going to be on the beach. Beach flag football. We'll be all in on that. We, America, not you and I.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty tough, man.
What are we in the fourth
Fans
inning?
deal with that, I think.
What now?
Yeah, fourth inning.
Yeah. Oh, the Eagles tacked on 2 more runs. They're up 3-0 in the 7th.
Only fitting we give Jay the Eagles and they win it all.
Hey, look, it's just one game. It's a 144 game season. We've got a ways to go.
We should do a podcast tomorrow, an overreaction podcast.
An overreaction podcast to the first game of the Korean baseball season. There was someone on the stream from Korea. I couldn't tell you their names because it was in Korean. But
I seen that. What's up, Lokendra Singh?
yeah. Wonder if she's watching the game. I'm assuming it's a she. Maybe it's a he. I don't know.
Identify yourself, please.
Yeah. Okay, here's a big pitch. Full count, 2 out, man on second. Another foul ball. No one there to catch foul balls. They should have like 2 or 3 kids in the stands just to shag down the fly balls, right?
The mascots are in the stands.
So do they get to keep the balls? I don't know.
I've never seen a baseball glove of that color. I mean, that looks like bright orange.
Yeah, the second baseman for I think it's for the Dinos has a bright yellow one. So whatever. Not a whole lot of scoring here on opening day. Gotta have more scoring. Uh-oh. Oh! That right fielder smashed his face up against the wall. It looked like he had a beat on it.
I think the batter did a little backflip there.
Let's see. Yeah, he thought it was gone. Look at the right fielder. Smash! Face first into the wall. Props to the center fielder to get over there and have that only be a double. I mean, that sucks. He just ate that wall. You see a lot more like full on super aggressive swings. You know, guys just like spinning themselves into the dirt.
Lions may have to go to their bullpen here in the next inning.
I mean, he's only down 2-0, 54 pitches. He can go a couple innings. He's getting down to the weaker part of the lineup now. Hey, have you been keeping score at home?
Score what?
You know, keeping score like you do at the ballpark.
No.
He struck out?
He's stuck at filling out the names on the lineup.
Yeah, that would take me all day right there. Yeah, they're not doing the social distancing thing in the dugout very much. They're like, whatever, social distance this.
I wonder how that would translate over to Major League Baseball, right? Or are they going to require it, or are they going to be lenient about it?
I don't know. Go figure. I don't know. I mean, they said no high fives, and
there is a fire delay in the game between the Kia Tigers and the Heroes.
a fire delay?
A fire delay.
How the hell do you end up with a fire delay? That's hilarious.
Wow.
That is something else.
This better, I mean, they got to call the game and just declare the Heroes the winner for this one.
Huh?
They should call the game and then the Heroes would win.
Is it an official game? No, they're only in the fourth inning.
I don't know the rules.
Bottom of the fourth, so it's not quite an official game yet.
Are they the same in Korea, those rules?
I don't know, but I'm going to go ahead and assume they are. That's hilarious.
That Eagles game is just flying by. They're in the 8th inning already.
Yeah, that Eagles game is flying. Is it me or do they wear a lot of body armor?
Yeah, they're looking like RoboCop. Was one guy? Did he have like a water bottle in his back pocket?
Oh no, that's one of those oven mitts that the players are wearing now. When they get on base, you know what I'm talking about?
That thing was huge.
Yeah, it did look kind of big.
And why do they have to wear it while they bat? Why don't they just give it to the first base coach to hold it?
Well, because when they get on base, they have to have it. Right?
I want Dong to hit a ding dong so bad.
So the manager walks out with a translator who's wearing a mask. And the catcher's not saying a word. Look at that. The walks are what's killing this guy because otherwise he's been pretty spot on. Yeah, the walks are killing him. I mean, he's still got a shutout going, but the walks are a problem. So the high fives are discouraged, but spitting is flat out banned. So
Face masks and gloves, but they're not all wearing face masks.
in fact, very few are.
So what are they? The commissioner gonna like find those players, suspend them, or what?
Off the end of the bat.
Is like Donald Trump and the WHO gonna step in and penalize these guys?
So if you look at last year's stats, no team averaged a home run a game. Whereas I think in the MLB, quite a few teams averaged a home run per game. Right?
I would guess so. I mean, I don't know.
Curious now. MLB season. Let's see. If we can figure this out.
I think I saw a chart where they had compared that.
Got him.
So the KBO averaged 9.1 runs per game. Major League Baseball 9.6 runs a game. Yeah, Major League Baseball averaged a home run every 24 at bats. So it's one home run every 48 and a half at bats.
You got him by a mile. That wasn't even close.
That third baseman can't handle the hot corner. Come on.
Once you back up on a ball, you're asking for trouble. Right? The minute you back up, you're screwed.
Get him right in the palm.
Orange bats.
Do they have netting all the way down the foul line? Foul line.
They have what?
It looks like they have netting all the way down.
Oh, yeah.
No?
Yeah, they do. Strike. You notice they throw down to first?
Yeah, I've seen that. Don't they know that's not how you play baseball?
Yeah, go figure. Well, that Tigers game is up and running again. They're in the fifth. Oh shit! My Lottie Giants are losing 1-0. And the Eagles got a one hitter going in the eighth. Not a whole lot of scoring in any of the games today. I guess everyone out their aces.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Every game, one team has three or less hits.
Yeah, I guess hitting's at a premium on opening day.
I'm ready for the NFL schedule to release this Thursday. It'll give us something to talk about.
Yeah, I guess so. You heard they're not doing any games over in no international games this year, which I'm okay with. I don't like the international games. The games in London and Mexico, I could do without that.
Yeah, I don't care about it.
I realize it's not a big deal because they usually send like the Jaguars over there, but He bat flipped that, and he didn't hit it nearly that hard.
Who the hell is this Daniel Kim guy?
The bat flips are insane. They bat flip, and they don't even. It's not even close to being out of the park.
Looks like he might be a Mets fan. He got a Mets banner.
Who's that? Oh, the Daniel Kim. Yeah, quite the hitter's duel. I mean, pitcher's duel. Well, thank goodness the right fielder didn't have to go to the fence for that one.
Yeah, seriously. I wonder how the players feel, man, with no fans there. Maybe that's a result or a direct effect of these boring games.
I would think it's not that big a deal. I mean, think about it, Alex. You play a lot. You know, the games are kind of unique, right? They just happen. But most of the time they're practicing or whatever, warm-ups and all that. There's not a whole lot of people in there.
No, but I mean,
It probably doesn't feel
game,
that. It probably doesn't feel that weird.
Game to practice. I mean, we're talking. How's it going to feel in a playoff game? Yeah, that's going to be a totally different atmosphere for players that they haven't felt before.
Yeah, they may feel it in a playoff situation. But for the most part, probably. I mean, I don't know if
this. I mean, it's got to be a little stale for them too, right? I mean, they're not accustomed to it.
Yeah. No, yeah, for sure. I don't think it's I'm sure they notice it, but I also think it's one of those things that they'll probably get used to pretty quickly. They've all got kind of that lunging Ichiro swing, you know? I wonder if that's something that is just influenced by Ichiro or if it's the way they're taught or what.
Could be a little bit of both.
Aaron Alther. He sounds American.
This guy doesn't look Korean. Who is this? Oh, he played for the Dodgers, an outfielder. actually played for the Phillies too, I believe.
Yep. He's from Germany. Played for the Phillies, the Giants, and the Mets.
Look at that.
That was a terrible move. But, he doesn't look like he's going to swing. That move is just it's for show. Like he's not trying to do anything with that move to first.
This game needs to speed up.
Yeah. Let's see. The Eagles game is in the 9th inning.
Eagles got a bunch of hits, 8 hits, only 3 runs.
That move to first looks terrible. J.H. Bach here has a terrible move to first, if you even want to call it a move. Uh-oh, to the wall. All the way to the fence.
Right fielder redeemed himself there.
So is this better or worse than the horse tournament they had?
The horse tournament?
Yeah. Remember that? A couple weeks ago?
I mean, it's about the same. Yeah, I don't see myself getting. I honestly, I don't see myself watching another game. To be honest with you,
I'll watch another game, but
I don't care about the teams and the players enough. Like this, it's no different than Canadian football. I'm not going to watch Canadian football. It's not the NFL.
yeah, I'm gonna watch it because I love watching it. I'm crazy like that. This game, I'm about to call it done. Just because it is slow and not good. But it's one of those things where you got to watch the shitty games to get to the good games.
The Lions and the uh,
Dinos. Ooh.
yeah. I think I'm done after this half inning here.
What time is it over there?
Daytime.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Yeah, baby. The Key Room Heroes. 5-0.
Whew. The Kia Tigers are supposed to be good too.
How could you not cheer for the Heroes? I mean, that's as close as American as you're gonna get.
Yeah. It's funny, like most of them have names, right? That we see here. You got the Tigers, the Giants, the Twins, the Bears, the Lions, the Eagles. I mean, not all baseball teams, but that's got to feel great to take one off the face mask.
Yeah, that is good, right? Out of the 10, the majority of them have American nicknames.
That Dino's right fielder looks like Christian Yelich. Have you noticed they have their the Dinos have their number on their pants as well?
No, I have not.
Yeah. On the hip. Pretty cool. Who is this Daniel Kim guy? Do you know?
I don't know, but he's been on for a while now.
Well, that one's foul.
All these batters have, they're tippy toeing on their front foot there.
I've never understood that. For something that you're trying to do full strength and requires balance, why would you be on one tippy toe? I think the tippy toe thing is dumb.
That's a great question, and I actually used to do that in Little League.
You used to do the tippy toe thing?
Batting cages, I do it.
80 pitches through 5 innings, not bad.
Not as much as these guys do it.
Yeah, I always thought the tippy toe thing was dumb.
The Kia Tigers considered the New York Yankees of the KBO and the biggest television ratings draw. Take that, Tigers.
Makes sense as much as they've won.
Eight nothing. Man, we're putting it to them in the fifth inning. Like I'm a real Heroes fan.
It's a blowout.
Is there a mercy rule in the Korean Baseball League?
Oh, that's a good question. I would guess not. But I don't have anything to base that off of other than the fact that I think in professional sports there should be no mercy rule. They're professionals, for crying out loud. All right, bro, you want to call it done? This NC the Eagles have won 3-0.
The Eagles have won.
The Eagles are in first place. There's something Jay won't say very often this year.
Yeah, let's wrap it up, man.
All right, man.
Maybe the next game will be a little more entertaining.
Yeah. Well, hope you people have enjoyed watching the first 5 innings of the Korean baseball season with Alex and I. Just I guess we really need some MLB. As cool as it was to watch baseball from Korea, not as cool as MLB. And no home run, like the home run that we saw, it wasn't even like a good home run where you could see the guy do the bat flip and all that, right? So we even got cheated out of that. So anyway, that's it for us tonight. Catch us. We just dropped another episode of the Positive Sports Podcast earlier today. So catch that when you get a chance. We talk about a whole bunch of different stuff there. Quarantine life, The Last Dance. We talk about Korean baseball. We talk about how baseball is going to be now in the new world. Good stuff. Enjoy it. As always, folks, ignore the negativity. Be the positivity.
Peace.